Hello there, my lovely Legionnaires! How are we doing today? Totally didn't fuck up and accidentally mute my mic while I was plugging everything in. It's fine. I'm smart, I'm a professional, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm a jump scare every day! Hey, that's how it works. Perpetually a jump scare. There we go. Just turning everything on. Okay. This is abuse. I'm a horror channel. Don't you know? Getting spooked is part of the appeal, you know. Why are we talking about the Cox Network? What? Why are we talking about Cox? What? It's too early for this. Hello. Turn the music down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I did. I do not qualify as the kind of artist they're looking for. They're looking for pixel artists and they're looking for pixel artists and for animators. I am neither of those things. I've dabbled in some pixel art, but I've never it is not my forte. You did start Arlong Park, huh? Hell yeah. Tried to help an art friend out was worth a shot. Absolutely! I appreciate the, that you thought of me. Thanks for thanking of me. Stream started that was for the Cox Network? Huh. Arlong Park is typically where people consider One Piece starts to get great, is what I've heard a lot of the time. That it's good from beginning to end, but the moment that you realize we've got something special here is typically Arlong Park. I personally think it's much sooner than that, but Baradia was great. Yeah! Well, of course it was. It's because it was Sanji's arc. It was his introductory arc for the love of my life. For my man, my pathetic little baby girl. Fight with Mihawk, Sanji making food for the guy, chef's kiss. I really might have to make that fucking, might have to try and write that fucking video. If I see one more stupid motherfucker... Really out here missing the fact that Sanji is one of the emotional cores of the crew, and is, like, the heart of the Straw Hats, and motherfuckers are like, eh. If he's not throwing feet at all times, not always beating ass. Can't believe when he was a child and getting the shit kicked out of him by his brothers every day, who beat him until who physically beat him until he, you know, couldn't stand because they didn't possess empathy. You know, it's... Disappointed in Queen Bee's design. Ugh. Okay, so we were talking about this the other day, and I wanna throw in my 2 cents on that. I get it from both sides, which I think is a hot take. Because yeah, like, people are being like, people who are, I think the part of the take, right? The part of the take that I agree with is that one of my biggest complaints with things like Hell of a Boss and Has Been is that I do feel like a lot of the character designs are kind of samey. Like, a lot of the silhouettes are very samey, they're all kind of very similar body types, and I get it. I personally think that Viv's character work could use a little bit more diversity in its body types, but like, I also understand that, like, I think it's a conversation that can be had. It's just that some sides of it are, on both ends, are arguing in bad faith. I think the notion that inherently making the pinnacle of gluttony fat is fatphobic is ridiculous. I think that's a bonkers take. Especially when this is hell and it's meant to personify, like... Yeah, no spoilers for the story. We're purely talking about the design work. Yeah, it does. It's... I don't know, nothing about... I've talked about this before. One of the things that really irks me about Viv's character designs when it comes to especially Helava is that the characters that are important... So, I think one of Vivzy Pops's big thing that I personally don't like is a lot of her work feels really over-designed. And because of that, you have characters like Beelzebub, who are supposed to be crazily important. Like, one of the 8 kings of hell, right? But, like, she doesn't look any different than, like, she doesn't look or resonate any more importance than, like, Vaggie, for example. Like, their designs don't read particularly well. At least I don't think so. Seen the family portrait of Lucifer, Lilith, and Charlotte. Yeah, they don't look... Like, Lucifer, the king of hell, doesn't look... like... I don't know, it feels very... Her designs just don't read. I think that's the best way to phrase it. I keep trying to find a more complicated way to phrase it, but, like, that's really just it. The beginning, middle, and end of it. They just don't read very well. Like, it's one of the problems I have with my own work. Maybe that's why I'm so hyper aware of it. Like, it doesn't... I don't know. Honeybee motifs, I think she should have leaned into that a bit more, make her more fucked up and insect-like. Yeah, especially because, Beelzebub, if I'm remembering correctly, is King of the Flies, isn't he? If I'm remembering my lore correctly, my, fucking Bibble lore, or I think that's more Paradise Lost than... Nami Vivi cute. Yeah! Girls. The design leitmotif was intended with circus. Yeah, but it doesn't... Then the design is awful because it doesn't read circus at all. Like, nothing about B's design reads as circus. I don't know. Ever since, like... Because here's the thing, right? I fell off of Helva after season 1. Mostly because, like... I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like, having your big... You have your big, like, 2-part season finale, right? And I was like, alright, this is cool. There's something to be said about when you have your big 2-part season finale and you respond to, like, oh, we're tied up in legal and it is what it is. Like, it being delayed wasn't the problem. Like, it being delayed wasn't the issue. It was the response to it. Because there's something to be said about, like, if you can respond to, oh, we're having problems, and your response is, so we'll just move forward, it's not important anyway, I've got to be like, how well written is your show if you can dump the second part of a 2-part finale and just move on? How important was that episode? And I was like, that's not a good sign for the way that your writing is constructed if that episode's completely disposable. Hello, Susie.
Hello.
Really didn't need to be there, and that's kind of weird. Yeah, exactly.
Cloud Palace is on Kirby mode, but my brain is currently wrought with lore ideas.
It do be like that! I'm here for you, Suze.
So I've spent pretty much the entirety of this... I won't go too in detail currently. Not because I couldn't, but because I don't want to bore you with the details. But I spent pretty much this morning making fake Twitter @s for each of the characters in the story.
I love shit like that. I think shit like that's so fun.
And I may or may not be creating fake tweets and fake tweet interactions between the characters.
Skip the first episode of the second season, miss absolutely nothing. Exactly, it's really, like, I don't know, like, she meant it to be, like, reassuring, I'm sure. To be like, oh, you know, like, we can proceed forward, it's fine. But, like, nothing made me lose faith in this story faster than, oh, if one of the things you've been doing all this build-up for is completely dispensable, then this story's not well constructed.
So you're pulling up The Sun Vanished? I don't know what that is.
It's an unfiction story. I like Sunvanished. Premise is, what it sounds like on the tin.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I followed this ref like 4 times over because every time I looked at it, this arm looked wrong, and every time I looked at it, it was like, nope, that's how it's supposed to be. Yes?
Your stream can hear this, it's fine.
Cool, what's good?
I remembered the Minecraft vinyls.
You did?
It's cool. It's on Bandcamp. He's selling them, like, yeah.
Nice.
Not that much.
What?!
So, yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Holy shit!
He is from Le Sweden.
Yeah, but that's insane!
Apparently.
Holy fuck! What is it? No, bring that back over here. I want to look at that. I want to see how that total maths out.
The shipping is $210. Is how the maths.
So, we, as you know, in our hipster quest, we became vinyl collectors. And we found out that they were restocking the Minecraft vinyls on Bandcamp.
Oh yeah, no, those things are very expensive.
For to get them here, to buy them and get them here, $296.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I found
Welcome
it
to
on
vinyl
Amazon.
collecting.
I found it on Amazon for $50, and Amazon, ships it how they ship it.
Oh, good, yeah!
Yeah.
Then do that!
Jesus. I looked at that and was like, are you got to be kidding me?
Christ!
Yeah, well, welcome to vinyl collecting. It's an expensive hobby.
$200. Well, see, that's the thing though. The albums were priced pretty reasonably, right? It was $60 for both of them.
Yes, but vinyls are collector's items. They get expensive.
Oh yeah, for sure. No. I'm saying they were priced fairly reasonably to buy the physical vinyls. It was $210 for shipping.
Oh.
Is where that became
Okay.
deranged. Absolutely fucking bonkers. It's going alright. Brooke has been firmly pulled into the One Piece hole. She's now down here with the rest of us. She was sobbing about the boat this morning.
Understood.
And since...
I love the fact I haven't even been following One Piece alongside Avi. He just showed me, or he just started showing me episodes around, I think, Water 7, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm. Water 7 in
and
lobby, yeah.
and then we kept going in his lobby. And I got really invested in that arc. And then the fucking boat just kind of came out of left field, and I was still crying. I wasn't even there for the whole thing.
Susie didn't even have the context, and she cried for the Mary.
A little bit is just because I kind of understand that sentimentality to what is ultimately an inanimate object.
Right.
I got really attached to the last home that we went to, or that we lived at, rather, before we moved to the house that we're currently living in. And I still think about it from time to time, but I got really attached to that place.
Mm-hmm. I regularly still think about, I've had a bunch of moments lately, especially with, the way the weather's been, because it's finally becoming summertime again. And we live so near the water, every time I go outside, I think about my grandma's lake house and I get a little sad.
Mm-hmm.
But we were talking in our group chat for getting caught up. I want to find the exact conversation. Brooke, I feel an intense need to gush about One Piece to the point that I can physically feel it. The process is taking hold! I mean, I'm already super on board. I'm 415 chapters in. The transformation begins, and this lobby's been really good. Nah, you're gonna be one of us. I was already proselytizing One Piece. What more do you want? It now becomes a compulsion! I love with all of my heart that every single person I've seen who starts One Piece is like, I understand, right? I started and I hated the One Piece fans because they won't shut up. All they do is talk to you about One Piece, watch One Piece, read One Piece. All they'll do all day long is they won't shut the fuck up about One Piece. Then I finally went, fine, you fucking pieces of shit, I'll start reading it. And now I get it. Now I've become one of those people. And I'm like, yeah, it's almost as if. It's almost as if, shock horror, I am becoming like that. Yeah, it's almost as if. Did you know that One Piece... good? It's one of the few times where I can say that One Piece absolutely lives up to every single iota of hype that you've ever heard about it. It's just that good. Also, yes, Vivi and Robin get introduced in Alabasta. You get to meet Robin in Alabasta, and then you get to keep her and then we get to keep her after Enies Lobby. One Piece is everything that I love about anime, truly. It's everything I love about anime and quite a few things I love about storytelling in general. There's truly just something to be said about something that is put together with so much love and life, and something that you can tell is made with affection in every single ounce and pore of it, you know? Every fucking brushstroke, you can feel how much Oda loves his world and his characters. How much he cares about them and how he thinks about where they'll be and what they're doing, and... it's just, it's so good. Because it's one of, like I've said before, it's one of my favorite things about JoJo, is that as crazy and insane as JoJo can get, I keep coming back to it because, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is made with such love and affection, and you can tell that Araki is so happy to be doing what he's doing. He's happy he gets to tell his stories, and he's happy that he gets to do it however the fuck he wants. Because I feel like you can always tell when something is... when something's empty, when it doesn't have the... Because even things that are bad, like, I have affection for when they have that kind of spark of pure creative joy in them, you know? When you can tell somebody's making something just because they love it, because they're there and they're having fun. It's partly why, for, like, all of my critiques, like, I understand why kids love the taste of Has-Been Hotel. It's not for me, but I can tell that Viv is pouring herself into it. That it's something that means a lot to her. That's why even if I don't like it, I can't bring myself to have particularly strong negative feelings about it. I don't think that matters, really. I think, truly, 100%, I'm one of the people who's of the mind that unless the thing you're making is causing harm, like it's spreading misinformation, or it's racist or homophobic or whatever, like, I don't think art being bad is a crime.
was, I'd already be locked up.
I'll kill you. Even when Oda misses, and he rarely does, you can tell that there's no malice. Like, it's a joke that didn't land or a certain aspect of a character's design. Yeah, exactly! Like, there's no hate in his work, and you can tell when you listen to interviews from the man that, like, Oda's just here to be, like... Oda's here to have a good time. Like, he's not... There's no anger or malice or hate in his work. It's all, like... It all comes from such a genuine, caring, loving, excited, whimsical place. And it's part of why, like, I'm willing to admit totally that there's things that Oda takes L's on. There's things in the story that make me like, eh. But, like, even then, I can't bring myself to be angry or upset about them, because, like, they're fun. Cursed fun fact. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Scottish red deer eat baby seabirds for iron. Just chomp. Monster at the end of this book, I disagree. If he cared, it wouldn't be as bad. First episode was worse than the pilot. My hot take for the day. Not a crime, it's worth critiquing, and people deserve references and examples. Yeah! I think it's... You can critique shit, it's just, like, don't be an aggressive weirdo about it is all.
I don't think I agree with the statement, if Vivzy cared it wouldn't be as bad. Like, is that... I could be misreading, but, like, I don't know if I agree with that statement, because I don't think caring equates to quality.
This is shit that's gonna make me uncomfortable down the line. In the grand scheme of things, I know I'm gonna enjoy One Piece as a whole. This is the thing, right? Is, like, one of the things that a lot of people talk about, and I'm curious to hear... Got the volume beta soundtrack. It shall be here Friday. Hell yeah. Thank you, Justin. One of the things I'm curious about your take on, Wandering, as a fellow trans person, because I like hearing trans people's opinions, and I'd love to hear yours on it too, as a matter of fact, Susie.
Wait, what?
Is how you feel about, the Kamabanka Queendom. Hello, Hachiko Bunny! Welcome! You're welcome here. It's nice to have new faces.
So, before, I guess, I answer this question, I want you to, I guess, remember that I kind of skipped out on a lot of that. I've only watched, like...
Yeah, I want to know... I know. I just want to know what you think with the exposure that you've had.
I kinda understand, like, what it's trying to do, but I don't think it succeeds in its execution.
Okay. Understandable.
That said, I do really like Ivan
This is okay. This is the thing that I love, because that was the point I wanted to make, is totally 100% I understand where everybody comes from with their discomfort. I don't feel it, but I get it if other, especially trans femme people, I totally get it. I totally understand. If that's something that puts you off or you feel like isn't totally well executed, absolutely understand it. I just personally disagree. However, I have not encountered a single trans person who doesn't like Iva.
No, Iva's great.
They're like, well, the queendom as a whole is a little off. Iva's perfect, though.
The thing is, right, with what I saw with the Kamabaka Kingdom, I understand I think it's supposed to be more drag queens, right?
Right.
Like, that's what it's supposed to be.
The thing about Okama is that it's supposed to be, drag queens, from how I understand it, are the closest the closest thing we have to it. Okama, in and of itself, is just queer people. So it's just, like, it's a term for, like, queer people, typically queer men, I think. I'd have to talk to Nezzy specifically about the etymology, but like from how I understand it, it's more the terminology and what's being depicted is more like these are queer people. As opposed to like specifically being trans femme or trans masc or
And I feel like that could have been maybe
conveyed a little better.
more, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I know vague details. I'm gonna hold off on any strong opinions for now. I'll let you know when I get there. Yeah, exactly. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You have different terms for gay men and gay women. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a distinction. In celebration of Pride Month, I'm going to talk about One Piece all month long. Listen! I've been talking about how One Piece is queer. One Piece is incredible. We've talked about this at length, that, like, Oda really didn't set out to create a piece of queer media, but sure as fuck ended up there. Like, the community as a whole, like, even some of the worst, most toxic motherfuckers in the community, for example, sit there and are like, no, Nami likes women. That's a lesbian. That's a lesbian, Your Honor. Nami, my favorite joke was, Nami had to go with Sanji, Sanji, Chopper, and Brooke and leave Dressrosa because we couldn't afford to have Nami riz up another princess. Fi had a nickel for all of the princesses that Nami unintentionally made her girlfriends. Have 2 nickels. Very queer. Entirely based on queer platonic relationships. Luffy is Arrow Ace. If God hates the gays, why do we keep winning? It's true. Let's go ask Nezzy a bunch of potentially NSFW translation questions at 2 in the afternoon. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Nami and Vivi. The Princess of Alabasta. Who, and I cannot stress this enough, is currently fine. Something happened between Raleigh and Roger, and I will stand by that. Yeah? Those bitches fruity, I'll tell you what. Wish if you joined them as part of the crew, I can see why she stayed behind. She is considered an official Straw Hat. She is considered part of the crew. She can join at any point when she's done, but she's gotta do stuff for her kingdom. She's gotta rule her kingdom. It's kinda like how, Yamato is. He's the same way. His shit's that he's, he was like, I have to travel Wano first, and then I'll join the crew. She's got to stay on her Sigma grind set for a bit. Yeah, she's got a girl boss for a little while. Despite Cobra's best efforts to try and marry her off, which I think is so funny. During the reverie, he's like, there's some good... There's gonna be some hot princes from some neighboring kingdoms here, Vivi, and she's like, Dad, I'm not interested, and he's like, I know, but I want what's best for you, and she's like, I know, Dad. It's all very playful, very fun, and I love that. I love that for them. Also, like... Cobra? Cobra's fine as fuck. He's gotta go get top surgery before he can become a Straw Hat. I like the idea of him, like, explaining to Luffy that he's trans, and Luffy's like, oh, I know how to fix that, hang on. Just takes him to Iva. Guess my plans changed. If only I had a cool platonic hot date to watch One Piece around 1-2 p.m. until late tonight. Are you free? Have you been freed of your commitments to John capitalism? Damn. I can't. Sorry. Stream over, Mortis time. Well, okay, so we were supposed to watch yesterday, because Mortis has finally gotten to Whole Cake. Finally gotten to Sanji backstory number 2. Fucking... Well, we were supposed to watch it yesterday, and I waited all day for him, and he never showed up! Never showed up. He stood me up. I waited for him all day, and then I found out later that night that he was watching without me! Even though we were gonna watch together, because he's a bad friend and I hate him. So mean to me. Because I watched this to get traumatized and you DM'd me about it at 5 in the morning. I check your rants from 5 in my morning, you motherfucker. Mortis apology with tears right now. I never want I never want Yamato to physically trans their gender because of those piss babies will only accept him as a trans man if he looks like a man. True. But the plans were like, because by the time we got around to it, I was already playing Star Wars game. So I was like, well, we can do it tomorrow. And he's like, we can do it tomorrow. And then first, he fucking tells me that it'll be fine, and then he tells me, oh, I have to go, I have to drive the hearse. Work called me in today, and I was so sad, and I was like, oh, well, I guess we'll have to squeeze in an hour before you go to work, and now now he's free! He's free! Mortis is the worst friend. Mortis is a terrible friend. He's so mean to me. We can watch Pirates of the Odavian tomorrow. Play your Space Wizard game today. That is the lore. It's not what Mortis does actually for work IRL, but that's what he does in the lore. I gave Vivi melanin because she deserves it. Oh, I fucked up her nose. Sorry. There we go. So waiting on my package or something we'll have to pause for, but otherwise... I gave her melanin because she deserves it, and she'd be Middle Eastern, because Alabasta is... Well, I guess not the Middle East, but it's... She's African anyway. She would be. She's Egyptian. One Piece seems to have a melanin problem, Nico Robin. It's true! They did... It happened in the manga, but, like, I don't know why? I don't know what's up. That I couldn't explain to you. I just googled do the Straw Hats vape, and I was taken to a thread discussing who is the biggest pothead of the Straw Hats. The answer is Brooke. That is a man that smokes the weed. And it shouldn't work because he's a skeleton, but it somehow probably still would. Luffy's Brazilian for crying out loud. Where's his melanin? I don't know. Again, I couldn't tell you some of these things. I don't... Kodak or Doflamingo? I mean... I don't know about Doflamingo. Doflamingo doesn't smoke pot. Doflamingo deals coke. Like, I feel like Doflamingo... I feel like Doffy sells cocaine. Sells marijuana. Opioids. I think Vivi would join the Revolutionary Army to avenge her Well... Her father's fine. Cobra's fine. For now. Doflamingo's a motherfucker who says, yeah, weed is cool, and then actively lobbies against it to raise coke sales! Corazon gets zooted and Law carries on this part of the legacy. It's a bold assertion that Law has ever been relaxed a day in his life. Trafalgar D. Waterlaw has never known a singular second of... not even a nanosecond of peace. And he fucking never will, despite his best fucking efforts. Listen, Law deserves to rest. He deserves a moment of peace and quiet, but unfortunately he became friends with the Straw Hats, and now he'll never know it. Not ever. Not once. Law smoked once and switched to something else because feeling relaxed felt wrong. I specifically said Law has the energy of a med student who does Jaeger bombs of 5-hour energy into cans of Monster. Except he's just like that registered trademark. Beppo and the crew really do be out here trying to take care of their fucking twink captain who can and will just collapse at any given moment. Law was Ted and it was Nerd Ropes incident! Yes! Correct! Spot the fuck on. Yeah, that's exactly it. If you don't have fucking places to be, then why are you not in this call, Mortis? Why are you not coming to hang out with us? Come hang out with us. He gets so high, he gets scared. Because you're drawing women, true. Yes, you. Mi vida, mi corazón. I don't know if we can use that word anymore without just crying. Wondering Monkey D. Dragon's devil fruit is. I'm thinking a Logia. Is it confirmed that Dragon has a devil fruit? That was earlier on. It's been a while. No. Yeah. Please never forget that that Shanks is terrifying and the strongest person currently, as far as we know. And he's a guy. Shanks is out here with Conqueror's Hockey so strong that just being in his presence could kill you. And listen, I think that's very sexy of him. I love Shanks. Why? What's your beef with Shanks? Don't like redheads. Fair. Terrible taste, personally, but fair. I am a redhead enjoyer, wink wonk. I don't know if you could look at my husbando list and that would have told you anything, but like, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if that's not something to do with it. It'd be cool. It'd be funny if it's nothing. If it's truly just to be dramatic. Listen, Red Hair Shanks, I am free tomorrow after 5 if you would like to meet me at Chili's. I will be available after 5 at the Chili's. He's so fine, and for what? For why? His fucking tits are massive, he's fucking gorgeous. What the fuck is up, Kyle? It grips! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Go to jail! Fuck yourself! I'm free on Thursday if you want to hang out, and maybe we can... I'd love it if there was a character whose whole motivation was to court the personification of the ocean. I have some news for you! It depends on what you mean by personification. You have to, if you specify what you mean by personification, that might be a thing that exists. 'Cause kinda. I mean, I think it would count. Vanderdecken really do be out here. Shooting his shot, quite literally. Still trying to figure out which of the cast members is going to turn out to have been him all along. Wouldn't it be Shirahoshi? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, technically that'd be Vanderdecken because Shirahoshi is the closest that we get to like a personification of the ocean. What with her being Neptune. Or Poseidon. She's Poseidon. It was me, Luffy. Shanks is just hot. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, he's just fine. Luffy's dad has got me down bad. He's all I want. He's the best I've ever had. Good more for us. You know your male characters are sexy when the lesbians are out here like, The bit of him just, like, walking onto fucking Whitebeard's ship and just knocking his fucking crew out. It's so good. Just saunters up onto Whitebeard's ship and Marco's like, oh, Shanks is here. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? Why are all of our crew members passing out? And he's like, oh yeah, it's just... Shanks does that. Fighting kid has to get the women pulled off of him. Love Whitebeard. Listen, Whitebeard was also hot. Two things can be true at once. Oh.
Ah.
Mortis is here, and Mortis is huge!
Haha! Titties, I don't... fuck.
So you're free of your commitments to John capitalism?
I'm free of my commitments to John capitalism, yeah!
Hell yes.
I'm supposed to be watching for a package, but John capitalism decided, you know what, you wait for your package, just stay home, that's fine, you don't have to drive the hearse, we can get someone else, we don't need another accident insurance thing to pay for, so go for it. So
not after last time.
Not after last time. That was a nightmare, by the way. I nearly got fired, but you know.
How you didn't is masterful.
I don't even know how I didn't get fired. It's amazing.
It was the crying, probably.
It was probably the crying, yeah. It usually works. Usually works really well.
You ever see, like, a 300-pound werewolf just drop to his hands and knees and sob?
Mm-hmm. It's actually so much more effective than you think. Sure, your boss thinks you're pathetic, but still, it works.
Whatever keeps you employed.
Yeah.
Speaking of titties, who's gonna pay for Zorro's top surgery? Answer, nobody. He's never getting rid of them.
He's never getting rid of them because he never loses.
You have to take them from me.
He will never lose another fight again.
Zorro gets top surgery by fighting Mihawk. I keep picturing fucking... It's him fighting Mihawk. Well, they're during the time skip, and Mihawk's like, alright, you've lost again. No, I haven't. You didn't cut me once. Check your foreskin.
Check your tits.
And he's like, damn it, every time!
No, you know what? Mihawk came back to finish the job. Because he started during...
Baratier.
Yeah.
I've come back for the rest of your tits.
I'm here to finish what I've started.
Okay, I haven't heard the Funimation dub for Mihawk, but I'm glad that you agree with me that Mihawk has a Spanish accent.
That wasn't Spanish.
I think he has a Spanish accent.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't disagree with it. I do think he's a little, I am partial to the idea of him being, like, Romanian, like, Dracula. But the Funimation dub... How would I put this? So, he sounds like... You know how, like... Okay, this is going to be so specific, but just bear with me, okay? Mm-hmm. You know how there's, like, that one character in like space video games, right? And he's kind of like a mentor type. He's an older, like maybe 60s-year-old man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposed to be like the father figure, and he is kind of daddy, don't get me wrong, but it's very much like a stern, I'm not your father, but I will be the father that steps up,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But there's also like that 10% chance that he's been the villain all along.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You can you hear it? Can you hear the voice?
I can hear the voice, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Mihawk sounds like.
Okay, good. I'm glad that Funimation at least agrees with me on that.
But I have to stress to you, it's specifically like a space video game. Like, you'd hear this type of voice from Mass Effect.
Yeah. I get you.
Like, so, like, almost kind of like Duncan Dragon Age, but not as, like, old.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's a good voice. It's very 10 out of 10.
I would listen to him call me baby girl and then stab me in that order.
Katamia, stab.
Dies.
Dies instantly.
Before you kill me. Tell me I'm a good girl. And then just Mihawk.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there's a good chunk of the fan base that think that Mihawk and Shanks have something going on.
I don't fully understand that one, but I see it.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
It's one of the ones that, like, I don't know if I necessarily get it, but it's funny, so I'm gonna pretend like I do.
Mm-hmm.
Mihawk is one of the few people who could stand to be in a room with Shanks and not instantly die, so there's that.
Yeah, that is true.
God, that clip found on Twitter is just so fucking funny.
It's so much.
It's like, it's clearly meant to be really intimidating, but to me it's really funny to just watch Shanks, like, walk aboard their ship and just have half the crew just pass out. And Marco's like, God damn it, Shanks is here. Jane Capitalism is calling my name and threatening to fire me. Go steal her legs! Take her kneecaps.
Good luck!
I'm gonna turn the fan on, I'm sweating my ass off.
Do it.
Did you know that it's almost July in the Feywild? And even though we have AC, there's a bunch of computers running in here and a lot of windows, so this place gets really warm. The office gets warm, I become toasty.
Warm. Toasty.
Oh, also, I needed to let you know, and I think this is the perfect time to do it, to let everyone know how bad it is here in the clock tower. We will not be able to watch One Piece late into the night, but we can watch One Piece until around 7 o'clock, because it is movie night, and I have to go and watch more One Piece. Literally what's going to happen is you and I will be watching Whole Cake until it is time for movies, where we will then go downstairs and watch Baratie. We will then go watch One Piece.
Oh man, I'm so completely emotionally devastated about Sanji and the current state of his family situation. Oh man, I'm so excited to watch Sanji in the current state of his family situation.
I get my Sangi content either way.
Yeah. By the way, you should check your DMs when you get a chance.
The face you saw me making earlier was, in fact...
I did miss that, but I'm so glad that there was a reaction.
I keep forgetting how good my face tracking is until you send me shit like that, and I'm like, alright, let me check my DMs and just...
But listen, it's
Nice.
nice. I live for Swedish Sanji. I
I do as well.
would kill a man for flustered top Sanji.
It's very good. It's why you've been providing it to me.
Exactly.
We're in the same boat. Also, I need you to know, so we had a Star Wars game yesterday, and Brooke and I are terrible. Our brain rot is inconsolable. So we were talking to Silver, who I forgot liked One Piece. But we were talking about it, and I told him, that because we were talking about how Brooke went from being like, I don't really have a favorite Straw Hat, to my favorite Straw Hat is Usopp, to I love Frankie so much he is my dad. And I was saying, like, I feel like it's that way for most people. I feel like typically you find your favorite Straw Hat completely by accident.
Yep.
Because that's what happened. Because that's what happened to me. I was a Zoro girly until Alabasta, and I was like, oh no, wait a minute.
Listen, that's so valid. However, I'm a Zoro girly until I die.
Yeah, for sure.
I started watching because of him. I'm still watching because of him. He's on thin ice after the shit he said about Sanji during Zou, don't get me wrong. But listen, I'm ride or die. I love him.
There's something so very deeply funny to me about, like, because you know he actually does care, obviously. But there's something that's so fucking hilarious to me about, like, everyone else being like, we have to go get him back, and then Zoro in the background, fuck him.
For real.
We lose nothing! Don't go get him, he sucks! It's so fucking funny. I don't know if they kept it in the anime, but I love in the manga when Luffy's like, we have to go get him. He's super important. He's worth at least, or he's trying to convince Law, and he tells Law he's worth like 1,000 men, or he's worth like 100 men, and then Zoro in the background crosses his arms and goes, well, Curly Brows is worth 100, then I'm worth 1,000. And Nami just pats him on the head and goes, sure you are, honey. It's so fucking good. Also, welcome to another thing that the fandom has influenced me on, namely that I keep seeing people draw Nami with freckles, and, yep.
Yeah.
Yup, I've decided. Also, I now draw Law exclusively with vitiligo. That's...
Yeah, that's how I've started seeing him as well. It looks better and it makes a bit more sense.
It makes sense, like, that it would be something he would try to hide. But, like, also, it would make sense if, like, he'd been hiding it, you know?
Yeah. I am trying to decide what I want to do for lunch.
He's fine. It makes sense because of the problems. Listen, I'm not gonna be here dropping hard One Piece spoilers on you all day long. Because I want all of you to go read One Piece. Just know that, like, outside of flashbacks, 3 characters have died?
I think so, yeah.
I think 3.
See, that sounds correct, but there could be more.
No, I think where I'm at, I think it's 3. I think it's two that you've seen and one that, happens in Whole Cake.
Ooh. I'm both excited and terrified.
I'm vaguely aware of Law's problems. I can't wait until you become, distinctly aware of Law's problems.
You're going to become so aware.
Listen, bad things happen to Law, and it's just kind of the way that it's kind of the way that she goes, you know?
I think, genuinely, like...
Aha! The joke's on you, CSP! I saved this time!
Oh.
Eat my nuts!
I heard the noise and I was like, wait, what the fuck? But, ooh.
I saved this time!
Damn. Anyways, I genuinely think Nami could seduce Boa Hancock in the same way that Luffy did. Genuinely. Just because of the type of person that Nami is.
Me and the bitch I pulled having autism.
And you know what? Slay.
Oh, or we can just crash again. Thanks, Clip. Christ.
Ooh, you hate to see it. Oh, fuck. Okay, so...
CSP
you know
fucking
how I
hates opening that patterns menu.
For real. But you know how I have, like, the whole, like, design chart of Syphonia?
Mm-hmm. Of the funny cat, yes.
Of the funny cat, yeah. This morning I was working on her, and so I'm on a non-cracked version of Paint Tool Psy now, and I panicked because, like, for some reason the app was having some issues with the file because of how big it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I had thought I'd, like, lost all of, like, Syphonia, so from Thriller Bark to her first Dressrosa fit. I thought I had lost all of that, and I was, like, freaking out. Because I hadn't saved it as, like, a PNG or anything else. I didn't. I still have it. I'm so fucking relieved about that, but fuck.
They do be like that sometimes.
I really do be like that sometimes. So how's your prep for art fight going?
My prep for art fight's going great.
I'm so glad.
I'm done, actually. I'm just waiting.
Nice. I have been looking for people who have been Team Vampire so I could just get started instantly. It's not been going well.
Having some hard times finding things you want to draw?
No, it's not. The issue is that people have not been, like, saying what team they're gonna be on. So it's like,
I see.
There have been some really interesting characters, though.
I've just been grabbing characters like I did last time.
That's fair. So for me, I'm trying to go for characters that, like, I know I'll be able to draw without very many issues.
You're doing it the smart way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it
Because-
the me way.
Yeah. I physically have to do it this way because I get burnt out so easily.
Listen, you're smarter than me. Art fight, you say, slides Adam, Rachel, and Meg into my pocket. Yeah, I put, who did I put? I did put Adam, Rachel, and, I put Adam, Rachel, who did I put? Let me check. For those of you who are not following me on Art Fight.
I know Meg is there.
Meg is there. They're in my pocket now. I put up... Who's empathetic enough she would understand what happened to the Gorgon sisters? She would. I put up Rachel, Curator, Fatherstone, Ashra, Juby, Ozra, Akari, Meg, Adam, Jake, Rudy, and Lane. Put up 6 guys, 6 girls, and then I tried to do like a variety of different character types. Put Adam there for me specifically. Well, I was looking at the Monster Match boys, and I was deciding who I wanted to put, and I decided on Adam mainly because I think Adam has one of the most visually interesting designs. Because he's in the top 3, and the other 2 haven't had their designs totally worked out yet. Namely being Gray and Emil, because we're still kind of in the...
Yeah, we're working on it.
We're working on it. I do like the new direction for Emil.
I'm so happy with the new direction for Emil. I think it looks so good.
We just made him Young Gravy.
We kinda did, yeah.
Oh, there's no kinda about it. I specifically went to you and was like, hey,
I did, so, okay, hold on. Yes, it's Young Gravy, however, Emil is bisexual and Gravy is very straight.
Emil is bisexual, Gravy is very straight.
Which is where the kinda comes in.
Fun, funky.
Tuck's hair behind you. You should add Sizo, because it's kind of fitting to the theme.
I should. Oh, you know what? I might add Sizo and Michael.
Yeah. You know, for fun.
Oh no, that's why I added Jake. Was because...
Vampire.
Vampire. Oh, you know what?
Oh, so wondering, you can just choose which team you want to be on once it, like, actually starts. We've not started yet. We're just declaring what teams we're going to be on beforehand.
Emil, my timeshare boy toy! That's so fucked up. I love that so much. You still get points for friendly fire, right? You just get less.
I think so, yeah.
I double thought this dialogue exchange for a minute, and then I realized, no, that's what Nami would say. If we have any problems, we just point Zoro at it.
Yeah.
Listen, she loves her friends dearly, but like she and Usopp are like, oh yeah, it's one of my favorite bits is Usopp being like, you can't talk about our captain like that, standing behind Zoro, holding his arm and making Zoro point at them.
Oh my god, fuck, that reminds me. Listen, I know I sent you those screenshots, but did you see the way he was holding his swords? Like the way his hand was like rested on all 3 of them?
Mm-hmm. Weasel. Mortis really did go.
Fucking combusted on the spot. Like, I remember like seeing it and I was like, oh my god, the group chat is gonna I think it was you who I sent it to, but I was like, Keaton's gonna lose her mind. And I sent them and then I looked at them and then I realized like how he was holding the swords, like the full hilt between his fingers is like
Man, his fingers are really strong.
his fingers are so strong and like
I
his
wonder
hands
if-
are huge. His hands are so big.
Love the way Oda draws hands.
The way Oda draws hands has done something irreparable to me mentally, physically, spiritually,
Sexually.
sexually. I am not the same man that I was, let's see, about 100 episodes ago? No, that sounds about right. I am finding so many cool OCs that I'm so excited to draw for Art Fight. I hope they're not on the same team as me.
Oda draws men's tits so well. True.
So fucking well, yeah.
Love how Brooke's finally getting to see Kobe and Helmeppo.
Beppo.
No, Helmeppo.
Oh, Helmeppo. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know that Dio has... Or, sorry. Well, Dio does
What
too.
about Dio? Yeah.
But
What does
that
this fucker do?
you and Dio share a passionate and I would say violent love of one Beppo.
Yeah? No, I'd believe it. Listen, at least he has fucking taste.
I love Beppo.
He's so good. I'm like, okay, I've ordered a couple things, but the one thing that I'm the most excited about, right, is the little bag buddy Beppo. I'm so excited for him. I've still not ordered lunch, by the way.
We still have like half an hour, so I'm just gonna do this, and I'll do the same thing you're doing. I'll just do it on stream, where we're just gonna comb Art Fight and
Yes.
see who's... We're going to pick our targets, boys.
Yes.
Rattle them, boys!
They unblurred the photo. Rattle them, boys.
It's so fucking funny. Hey, I wish this site didn't regularly, like, melt.
Yeah.
It'd be really nice if this website worked. There we go.
Am I following you? Yes, yes, I am. Yay. I will never forget you. Ooh!
That's a threat.
No, this is a threat because I'm going to draw their characters and they can do nothing about it. I'm going to send you a link. Get a load of this guy. It's a spider sonar.
Ooh. Sharing your art on Doc server, is that okay? Of course it is! I always appreciate when you share my artwork around.
Please share Hebin's artwork everywhere. This is a threat.
Going to be a lot of clicking sounds as I... So the thing I do is I have a chat in my Discord that only I can see, where I grab the reference image and then link back, because on the first couple of days, the site is wildly unstable.
Yeah, no, that's... I also do that, but not for Art Fight exclusively. So every time I find art refs or just important links or literally anything that I just want to save, I put them in a server. In the server, if you will.
that this is typically what I do. I just scroll around in the most recent, and I'm like, who looks interesting? Who looks fun to draw?
Yeah. So for me, it's that. It's also, I specifically look for darker skinned characters because I know, like, the art community has a bit of an issue with that for some reason.
I am random and indiscriminate.
Yeah.
If your character looks like they would be fun to draw, like if they have like a cute color palette or a cute face or they're funky looking and they look like they would be a cool challenge for me to draw, I will simply draw them.
Yeah.
Are you a young artist? Are you a young artist? Are you new? Is your artwork not great? Is your artwork amazing? It doesn't matter. If I see your fucking sparkle dog and I think it'd be fun to draw a sparkle dog that day, I'll draw your smelly little sparkle dog.
Exactly. Do you ever just look at a character and then know exactly which characters reference that character's design?
Yes.
Great, I'm gonna send you a link. I do think this is a cool character.
I feel like Cooper Cohen, the Webweaver from Spider-Verse stuff, the gay Jewish spooter. Oh, he's he's the fashion designer. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no. I want to preface. There's nothing derogatory. This artwork's great,
No,
and I
no.
and I love this design. But
you can see the influences. You can see
But
where
it's-
the artist's mind was.
it's a
going
case
here.
of, I know what you are.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Put a permission on one of my characters. If you're not comfortable drawing plus sizes, do not draw them at all. Not taking chances. Fair.
God, that's so valid. That's so valid and a mood, and I feel you spiritually.
Listen, I don't know what's up with this one, but I love her.
Oh, she looks cool.
She's funky.
She's fun, funky, and fresh, and I love the colors.
I do as well. Funny little object head cat.
Cat. Do you ever just feel threatened by a comment?
Regularly when I open my DMs with you. Why?
No, someone just commented on my profile on Artfight. They just said, sniff, sniff, I smell cool characters. But, like, with an ominous amount of spacing.
Yeah. Given your propensity and your DMs with me, yeah, it's usually not dissimilar to that. Says the one who DMs me, Sneef Snorf.
No, that's fair. I'm not going to deny that.
Saturday opens up, it's over for you fuckers.
It's game over. It'll be on site. Equal rights and lefts.
There's so many cool character designs.
For real.
Lots of strong looks. One of the things about this is that I really like about doing Art Fight is that a lot of the time I get into moods where, like, I really want to draw, but I cannot for the life of me think about what. Like, my brain's like, I don't want to draw any of my characters in particular. I don't want to draw any particular fan art. But I want to draw.
Yeah.
So one of the things I love about Art Fight is that I can just... There is just a month-long period where I'm like, I would like to draw until X period of time. So I simply will. What I'm planning on doing, is... Is that a damn Roblox character?
Roblox characters? It's more likely than you think.
Um,
Crazy, right? Crazy. I was
crazy once. They put me in a room.
A
Rubber room. Rubber room full of rats. Hate rats. They make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. But like, so my plan for Art Fight, overall, is I plan to, I plan to just go. Like, I'm gonna just draw, and I'm gonna draw, and I'm gonna draw. And the plan is just to be like... The plan for that month is head empty. I'm just simply going to Art Fight. All of my every other project is gonna get just pushed off the back burner for a while, so that I can just enjoy my time with this one. And the goal is that I'm going to, instead of talking about each individual character piece, what I'll probably do is I'll probably write out journals for each day and just talk about how I felt every day for the month, and then make a video out of it like that instead. Because, like, fuck. Because I can, like, crank out art pieces. All of you know that.
God, I wish that were me!
Get good. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't get good, I'm depressed!
I'm depressed and it doesn't stop me!
Listen.
My ears are wide open, pussy.
My flavor of depression is very debilitating, and it actually sabotages my ability to do things day to day. The fact that I've been able to do the art that I have been able to do has been a wonder, but the reality is, every day I'm burning out more and more. Slowly but surely, like a dying star, who one day will explode, and I'll be able to do nothing to stop it.
See, for me, it's not a matter of could I, because I absolutely could. It's a matter of do I feel like it. And the answer is, people have ruined drawing for me. I now only do it out of necessity.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I need to explain to whom I'm referring to.
No, you don't. But it still sucks. Simply become good, Marcus. Channel my inner power. I believe in you. It does suck. I wish Susie a very break. And I
Yeah.
also wish you a very re-spark of inspiration someday. Doesn't have to be today. Doesn't even have to be in the next year. I hope just that someday that enjoyment comes back to you. Because you deserve to enjoy things.
There are so many spider sonars this year.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, gee, I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder why.
This dude's cool. Lady?
Ooh.
No, this is a dude. Hand.
And
I got a
If I had
packed
nickel
question. Ask me your packed question. Also, yes, Susie.
If I had a nickel for every character I saw that was just a hand, I'd now have 2 nickels.
Build enough energy. Can I summon you like a Final Fantasy boss? You absolutely can.
I found it. The not safe for work bar artist.
Water does seek its own level and all that.
I found my people. Oh damn! Oh damn! I really found my people. Fuck! let me just read you this opening sentence.
I was gonna say send me links, but I would imagine you can't.
Hello, mate.
Good start.
I'm a little bit of a raven wizard in it. That's what it says on the profile in the description. Fuck.
Really did find your people, huh?
I found my people so hard I'm back across the pond.
Yeah, you can draw NSFW content on our fight.
You can, you just have to tag it.
I just don't. For numerous reasons.
There are. Something to keep in mind is that there are minors on this website.
Well, that's why you gotta tag your stuff.
Mm-hmm. But also, I mean, like, there's minors who bypass the age lock on this website as well.
Also true. They shouldn't. I know there's nothing... I was about to say, the sentence that was about to leave my mouth is I don't really give a shit about that, but like...
Ooh, I found a character for you.
I just mean, like, that's not something I care about when it comes to picking characters or anything like that, or why I don't draw NSFW. I just don't.
Mm-hmm. I thought of this... I saw this character and saw you because Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. I have sent you the link.
I liked Star Wars once.
They threw me in a room. A Mandalorian room.
Really, I liked Star Wars up until the last season of Rebels. Now I hate Star Wars. Star Wars is cringe.
Oh, damn.
Crab.
Crab.
Lady Crab. I want to draw Lady Crab. Question for Lone. Have you considered teaching Heaton Cockney rhyming slang?
I have not.
I know a little bit.
Yeah?
I couldn't do it, but I know, like, the mechanics of it.
Yeah, if it's any consolation, I can't do it either, so...
No, you can't break kayfabe! You can't let them know that you're not actually British!
James always with the cock talk! Christ.
Man, lots of clones out here. I found another clone earlier.
Yeah.
I
love it.
drawing clones is hard.
Yeah.
Damn, Tamora Morrison sure has a face.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I think I found 2 horror OCs. One of them actually looks spooky. But also like spooky if Tumblr Sexy Men was spooky.
As is the way.
Mm-hmm. There you are.
You've got to teach yourself same face syndrome. It's so surprisingly hard.
Yeah.
Like, again, Tamora Morrison sure has a face. He has a lot of, like, very pronounced facial features that make him very difficult to draw, and you have to draw every single clone exactly the same way you draw the first one. I have a friend in Senate, Pink. She is very good at drawing clones.
God, I wish that were me.
I'm trying to vary my shit up as well and grab some things that are not purely humanoid.
That's valid.
Oh, welcome to another episode of I Know What You Are.
Yeah! Right!
You a big Mandela Catalog fan?
I found another character that I feel is a bit up your alley as well.
I used to like Mandela Catalog.
And then capitalism hit.
And then capitalism hit, and I was like, sus.
Yeah, the capitalism set in and people couldn't stop drawing Gabriel's dick and the intruder porn, which is really weird considering how some of those characters came about, you know?
And then part 3 happened and was just not good. Listen, a lot of people really like the move to, like, full live action. I hold the wild, contentious opinion that I don't. It's like Mandela Catalog, then stop being like, I don't. Yeah, like, I just don't like it. Everyone else really likes the transition, and I didn't. I didn't think it was very good.
I've done it. I've found the tag where all the One Piece characters are kept. I'm gonna go feral.
I love that we've been, like, we keep making the joke every time we see, like, MTG shit. We're like, I don't give a shit about, I don't care about any of you trading card influencers, unless you're Luke the Lucky Carter.
Ooh, okay. Get a load of this Fishman design.
The only card YouTuber that I like is Luke the Lucky Carter.
Hell yeah.
It's really a shame, that we haven't seen him in a while. I hope he comes off hiatus soon.
Same. He did kind of leave off on kind of a weird note, a weird video.
Oh, hello, Bruce. Hello.
Yeah!
Damn, huh? Damn.
Right.
Damn, fuck,
You should really look at some of the other characters that they've done. It's so worth it, trust me.
Bark. Woof, perhaps.
Wolf, boof, wolf.
Huh. Isn't that interesting?
Well, if it isn't the bitch himself.
I'm seeing a through line. I'm noticing a theme!
Man, it's almost as if I'm sticking to what I know, and what I know is hot men!
Hello?
Right?
Like, hey, apropos of nothing, do you have Twitter?
Hey, apropos of nothing, if you do have Twitter, am I gonna be jump scared by dick? Because if so, thank you.
Does it count as a jump scare if I'm hoping?
I mean,
You
maybe.
do have a Twitter.
Ooh.
We're gonna, hang on. I was gonna make sure. I'm like, let's make sure that
Yeah,
this is in another tab just in case.
Don't mind
Good!
me.
We can, listen, we can attack them as much as we want. They're gonna be vampires, so we can draw a bunch of their characters.
Yes! Good.
I really like their line work.
It's so, like... It's really good. It's really good.
I would like to eat it.
I would like to consume it into my own art style.
Trigun fan, I could have told you that.
For free, even.
D&D player? Okay, they lose 8 point. They play Final Fantasy 14.
Damn.
Oh, 14's not bad.
Gain 5 points. They like Blood Blockade, Battlefront, followed.
Hey!
They're just a Chad Night Owl fan. Hell yeah, followed. Followed instantly. Cool. Going heavily towards werewolves. This will not stop me from attacking you. It's only old men here. If you draw any of them coated in their own blood, that's a big win for me. I got you, homie. I've got you, love. Kiss, kiss, smorch.
Kiss, smorch. I've still not ordered lunch this whole time. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Order lunch!
I don't know what I want!
Sat here this whole fucking time.
Well, because I've been between looking at characters for art fight and hot old men and food and
I think I should grab like 2 more and then I think I need to stop. Mortis isn't hungry after seeing these hot men. He's thirsty.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's more likely than you think.
Minecraft drinking noises. I can't wait to draw this person's characters and then put in the descriptions of them, just ominously, I followed you on Twitter. You're stuck with me now. They're very handsome. Your men? Sexy. I will be licking them to claim them. They are mine now. Lem. Nem.
Blim. Blim blim. Blim.
Meow.
Lem.
Have I just been following all of the One Piece OC artists. Yes, yes, I have been. I will be doing it
Brain
again.
rot strong, eh?
The grip on him is furious. In a
It's
vice,
been-
even.
Yeah, it's been so much.
Actually, I think that's gonna be good. I keep wanting to, like... This is the worst part for me. I've talked about this before. One of my certified autism classics is that I'm really bad with waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I get really anxious and, like, antsy. So I've been sitting here trying to, like, not think about Art Fight a little bit, just to make sure that I don't, like... you know?
God, that's so valid, yeah.
But I'm not.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for Art Fight.
These One Piece OCs truly do be hitting.
Mhm.
I will say.
I'm gonna send you guys over today to Star Heavenly. Someone I've rated over to before. I hope you're excited I hope you're excited to spend the entirety of next month doing just Art Fight. Only Art Fight. So much Art Fight.
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 Art Fight!